Okay, I didn't think that it would... Wait, you were listening?
Yeah, of course we were. Me, Enid, and a few of the others, we've been switching off, seeing what she'd say to you.
You were using me.
Yeah, and it was working too.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and discussing all 5 new sneak peek promos for The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 10 Omega. With that being said, a major warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to Episode 909, and let's jump right into this. So the first sneak peek was featuring Tara and Magna's group out looking for Luke and Alden, who got captured by Alpha at the end of the last episode, and all they end up finding is their dead horses, so they decide to go back.
Well, then we split up. We break in different directions.
No, we stay here. It's not safe out here anymore. Walkers aren't just walkers. That girl told us it was just her mother, but this? She's a liar. There could be 3 more of them out there. There could be 300 of them out there. We head back, we stay behind the walls, and we make a plan.
Fun fact though, in the 910 Next On promo trailer, we can actually see a Whisper watching Tara, implying that they followed them back to the hilltop, and so that's probably how the Whispers will end up finding the hilltop by the end of the episode. Moving on, the second sneak peek features Henry talking to Lydia in the hilltop prison.
Is your second mom the person who found you?
No, it was my dad, Ezekiel. They're the leaders of another community, where I'm from.
Is it far? What's it called?
It's called the Kingdom. It's probably like a day's ride from here.
Daryl has been using Henry to get information out of Lydia, and it starts going pretty well until Henry gives Lydia too much information by mentioning the kingdom to her. The sneak peek ends with Daryl dragging Henry outside, but the third sneak peek is actually a direct continuation of this, showing part of Daryl's conversation with Henry. He confronts Daryl on eavesdropping on his conversation with Lydia, and Daryl admits his plan, and along with the fact that it was working, Henry calls Daryl an asshole, but Daryl's just doing what he has to do. Daryl doesn't even want to deal with Lydia, but Michonne kinda just left him in charge of it. And considering Michonne wants Daryl to straight up kill Lydia if she doesn't cooperate, in Daryl's mind, he probably thinks that he's been going easy on her, even if he's purposely trying to be an asshole just to intimidate her. He's just trying to scare her and whatnot, playing bad cop or something, but Henry is right. He's being quite the asshole, but Henry is kinda acting foolish considering the stakes of the situation that they're in.
What the hell's wrong with you? Huh? Telling her about the kingdom? What if there's more of her people out there? You got family at the kingdom.
She's a good person who got messed up out there. And she's right about you know that? You're an asshole.
Henry may be correct, Lydia could be an honest and good person who just got messed up out in the apocalypse by getting raised in some fucked up ways, but Henry really needs to learn to smarten up and quit just being blindly just trying to do the right thing, Maybe Henry will convince the hilltop to give Lydia a chance, proving that Lydia will open up to them and give them more information as she learns that their normal way of life inside the community can actually work long term, and that the hilltop isn't full of bad, scary people. Henry obviously has some sort of fixation on Lydia, they're the same age, he kind of probably has feelings for her, just like Carl from the comics, and he's so worked up trying to defend her, especially since he could hear the way that everyone was treating her as well. Sadly, Henry will most likely wind up getting himself into some serious troubles with the Whispers in order to learn his lesson the hard way, as we saw him confronting Beta in one of the trailers, because although he is trying to do the correct thing, he's really being naive about all of it. And I mean, he's raised into the apocalypse, he's been taught his entire life to do the right thing, so it's kinda crazy how strongly he feels towards that, but he needs to, take a step back and realize his own place. The fourth sneak peek for episode 910 shows Magna's group in the dark discussing their past. I don't know if this is them on their way back to the hilltop, maybe camping out or something after finding Alden and Luke's dead horses, or if they went out again afterwards coming back to the hilltop when they weren't supposed to or something, because Tara is nowhere near them, so unless they're waiting around for her to do something, I'm not sure what they're up to here, but regardless, they get distracted talking about their past, and Kelly almost gets bitten by a walker because of it. When Yumiko mentions Coalport. She says that she can't stop thinking about it. Magna says that they had to leave their post or else they would have died, and Kelly adds to that, you know, kind of backing her up, but Yumiko questions whether that's actually the truth or if that's just what they tell themselves in order to sleep at night. But that's about all the information that we get. So is Coalport the community that they used to be a part of? In the comics, they have an entire backstory and they tell Alexandria when they first arrived, but this never happened in the show as they just spent more time simply introducing themselves. I've already explained what their backstory is from the comics, feel free to check that out, but I'll also be discussing their backstory in full once we get more information on it in the TV show, as it's completely possible for them to remix it a bit and expand upon it. And then the 5th sneak peek is actually the opening minutes to the episode, and it features a flashback of Alpha and Lydia back before they became Whispers. Turns out that they didn't start off all that far away from DC, and they didn't have the best experience with post-apocalyptic communities. I wonder if we'll just get this one flashback or if we'll get multiple throughout the episode. We'll just have to wait and see. It's kinda crazy that we got 5 sneak peeks for this episode, as normally we'd only get 1 or 2, but let me know what you guys think about them down below, and that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, or even subscribe for more Walking Dead content in the near future. Check out my Patreon and my Twitter as well, link to both of those in the description. I'm fairly active on Twitter even when I'm not posting videos, and I'm always retweeting everything I can involving the Walking Dead universe. But anyways guys, as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!